as we study, whatever God put in your spirit, you contribute. We will use some of the thoughts that are very, very rich. We'll add it to the Bible study. Yeah, so we are not finalized it yet. That's why we are studying it. So if the Lord is bringing input, don't keep quiet. All right? We believe in the priesthood of the believers. You can bring a scripture, and when we see that it's very useful, we will add it to the Bible study before we print the booklet for the physical meeting. So we're trying to mirror what Jesus did. All right? We're trying to mirror the lifestyle of Jesus. We don't raise money in the public. So even your tithe, all right, you can decide that for April and May and June, you'll put your tithe towards this meeting. Yeah, because we're going to use it to feed people who come for free. Yeah, so bring your tithe to the house of the Lord that there may be meat in the house. Okay? So if you decide that, look, 1 or 2 or 3 of this month, you will not give your tithe to your church, you'll decide to use it for this. Once we finish in June, your tithe will go back to your church, okay? But for this need that we have, let's encourage you that if the Lord move your heart to give your tithe, we also will receive that to provide feeding for all of us when we gather, to be sure that we are not, but of course we will never raise money, we will never collect offering in our physical meetings. Is that okay? So I'm excited to be here. Wow, let's get into the word. Okay, so let me project the Bible study. So you have it there. Yes. Okay, can you confirm you can see the Bible study at your end? Please confirm. Can you see the Bible study on the screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, let's see where the challenge may be. Not yet. Okay, so we'll get it up for you to see. But it's here. Okay, but while we get that, the theme of the Bible study is the discipleship. This is Cameroon Physical Meeting 2026, June 2026. The theme is the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, right? That's the theme. But the Bible study topic is the discipleship that leads to the fullness of the stature of Christ. Can you write it down? I'm checking why the screen is not projecting it. The Bible study topic is the discipleship that leads to the fullness of the measure of the stature of Christ. That's the topic, the discipleship. So the key issue is the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. That's our theme on our flyer, right? Now, we now want to look at how do we get that measure of the fullness of the stature of Christ. How do we get that fullness? It is through discipleship. It is through what? Discipleship. So the topic of the Bible study is the discipleship that leads, the discipleship that can guide you into the measure of the fullness of the stature. Now, generally speaking, the theme for the meeting means that Jesus is the fullness of the measure of our lives. That when we give our lives to him, we subscribe to the fullness of his stature. We agree that we want to grow to get to his height, his spiritual stature. All of that's the goal of the believer, to grow to the height of Jesus. But how do you grow to the measure? Because every day you are expected to grow, whether in centimeters or in meters. You must grow to the fullness. Today you grow a little, tomorrow you grow a little. We keep growing every day. How do we do that? It is through discipleship. So that's why our topic is the discipleship that leads to the fullness of the measure of the stature of Christ. Discipleship is the process that will get that done. Is that okay? So discipleship is very fundamental. All right? Very, very fundamental. You will never grow